everyone, Selena here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, and thanks for tuning in. Today we are using these ultra short, soft gel round tips. I'm going to attach these like I did the last ones. I'm just going to use a little bit of acetone. So I'll just show you a couple. Here I'm showing you they have tabs on the end that show you the size, and it also helps when you're holding the nail to put it on. So this is pretty easy. So here I have 100% acetone. So this bottle is pretty convenient. Just push it down a couple of times and it has some acetone that just sits there in the little bottle top. It has a little dip in it. So just dip it in, place it on the nail, and hold it there while it dries. And then once it dries, it's dried onto the nail. It's pretty quick. I usually still like to try to hold it there a little extra time. Now this was crooked, so I took it off because it wasn't 100% dry. It's easy to take off, and I did it again. Now if you have to do that, the smaller nails tend not to do well with the second dip. They tend to break. So sometimes you end up having to get a second tip. Bigger nails, not so much. So by the time you go through all your nails, they'll be on there 100% dried and ready for filing. So here I'm going to show you filing the thumb. So I start with the sides, even them up with the tip, and then I'll move on with the top of the nail to blend the tip in with the natural nail. Now, I once had somebody ask me if I preferred the hand that you hold or the hand that attaches to the table. I'm gonna have to say, now that I've used this hand for a while, I definitely prefer the hand that attaches to the table. I just haven't switched over yet because the one that I have that attaches to the table actually keeps falling apart on me, driving me nuts. Yes. So I just keep using this one for now. So here I'm just blending it in with the natural nail. I don't know why I have such a hard time at filing. However, I do. I find it very awkward. Because you'd think by now that tip is blended. Shouldn't take much to blend a tip to the natural nail. I just keep going and going. So here I'm going to buff the whole thing. I'm going to take the tip of the tab off the tip of the nail tips. Remove that number. And I'm going to go ahead and file the tip of the nails. Get that little piece off. Now today we're going to use builder gel. A nice nude color. Just dust our nails off. Make sure you get all the dust off. After dusting off with a brush, you want to go in. I used Young Nail Swipe. You can use rubbing alcohol, that's fine too. Wipe down the nails, make sure there's no dust on them. I also go in and do the back of the nails. You'll see in a minute. And I did the top of the fingers as well a little bit, as you saw. Just to make sure there's no dust. So here I'm doing a base coat. And I'll flash cure in between my longer cures, just so things aren't flooding the cuticles or running down on the sidewalls. So I've gone ahead and done all the other nails. This is the last one to put some base coat on. Then I cure them for 60 seconds in my large lamp. The lamp I use is also 120 watts, just to let you know. So this is the builder gel we're going to use. It says natural on it. So that looks like a nice neutral color, nice nude color. Watch what color comes out when I start doing the nails. So I start off with a slip layer, just a thin layer to start off with. So it's almost like a translucent, it's a translucent color is what's coming out of the jar. Partway through doing the nails, you're going to notice this color changes drastically. I end up getting something to stir it with, and it completely changes color. And it looks so much better when I'm done stirring it. I should have stirred it right from the beginning. So when you put it on, you want to make sure you get as close to the cuticles as possible. Facing the nail downwards a little bit, letting gravity help you out. And just go from side to side until you get to the tip. Then hold it upside down so gravity can help with bringing it to the middle to help with that apex. And then, as I said before, we're going to flash cure in between. And then we'll continue on with the rest of the nails. I can't wait for you to see the color after I've mixed it. It was amazing. What a difference. So again, as close to the cuticle without touching it, facing the nail down, go side to side, all the way down to the tip. Then hold it upside down. It'll all come to the middle, help with that apex. Then we flash cure. So this is where I was stirring it. Look at the difference. That's a huge difference. Huge, huge difference. I love that color. I really do. I like a nice nude color. Huge difference. Just wait until you see it on the nails. Now at this point, I have already done the thumbnail. So look at those other nails and look at the thumbnail. Big difference. That's massive. I was so impressed. I definitely should have stirred that right at the beginning. Now you'll really get to see the difference on top of each other. Yeah, unbelievable. And it was also thicker, much thicker. As you can see, I didn't even take enough that time. But that's okay. I'm going to go through and do a second layer later on off camera. Then here, some of the sides weren't filled in. So I fixed that up. Try to make sure they were all filled in all the way. There we go. And here we're going to start with filing. Again, I find my filing awkward. When you're filing, you want to go back and forth from side to side to make sure you're keeping them even. You don't want to concentrate too much on one side, then go to the other one. You want to make sure you're keeping them even at the same time. So I'm just going to fast forward through this part. Sorry, I had to do that. Thought I'd throw it in there. So here I take my e-file out to do over the top of the nail. I put it up to 14 RPMs, rotations per minute, and away we go. Now I didn't show it, however after this I did go back over it on the top with my hand file as well. However, I did not show it. I just kept going. I took that out of the footage. I didn't see any point in leaving stuff in that didn't really need to be in there. So here we're going to go in. We're going to buff. That way that surface is ready for polish. Anything else that needs to be done to it? Any decorations? Give it a dust off. Give myself a dust off because I'm full of dust as well. So here I have all the dusting, all the filing done on all of the nails, and we're ready to start. So I'm doing a thin layer of base coat. I'm going to do that on all of the nails to start off with. And I'll do a full coat of, oh my goodness guys, a full cure in my big lamp. Really fumbling over my words tonight. So here I'm just going to take that sticky layer off so no dust or anything sticks to it while I'm working on a nail. And I'm going to start with the thumb. I'm going to use Fruit Jelly Shot Collection with number 2634 out of the collection. And we are going to do a couple of water nails. Starting, as I said, with the thumb. And that builder gel was the perfect color for sand. I really like that. We'll do our flash cure in between. Then we'll do a second coat. So by this point, I have done a full cure in my big lamp. So here I've mixed white gel polish with a bit of base coat to dilute it. I didn't want it completely white. And we're doing some waves. I also have some soap suds off to the side that I'm going to use. Now they're not very good soap suds. I don't know what I was thinking. However, we are going to use those to cure into the white polish to make it look like bubbles. First time I do this, I have an issue and I end up wiping it all off and just redoing it. Like this. Yeah. I was annoyed. I just thought, oh, I'll just start all over again. Why not? What I should have done was got a glass with soap in it. Then I would have had more room to make bubbles. So let's try this again. So this time I'm going to try to float it over them, as opposed to brushing them on. We'll see how that goes. Go. And now we cure. We'll see how that comes out. I did cure for a full minute with this flash lamp. You may not see that, but I did cure for a full minute. And here you have it. Bubbles. Just like you see when the waves come up from the ocean or the sea on the beach. And at this point, I wiped all that off, not realizing I was actually going to do another nail the same way. Completely forgot myself. That's okay. Not a big deal. So here I have the other nail done, and I'm going to show you the soap suds again, because this time I have them done in a glass. And there's a lot more, so it'll be easier. Put on our white polish. Lots of soap suds. So here we go. Just lather that on. So you put that on while the gel polish is wet, as you can see, and then you cure the gel polish with that on top of it. Voila! Wipe the excess off and you have your nails. Now if it's not exactly how you want it, you can add to it. I really like how the thumb came out. This finger here, the middle finger, I went in and added a little bit more white to the bubbles, just dabbing it in and around. And flash cured it when I was ready, when I thought it looked okay. I really like that technique actually. Turns out really neat looking. We are going to move on. I got out my thick glue. And we are going to attach a charm to my thumb. I'm going to grab this green turtle on the top here. And this is glow in the dark, by the way. I will have pictures, so don't disappear. You're going to want to see those. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and the notification bell. That way you're notified every time that I upload a video. So here I'm just putting some top coat on. Kill two birds with one stone. That curing glue for charms and rhinestones, that dries non-tacky. However, the rest of the nail needed to be top coated. So I figured I'd do both at the same time. And here I had a green dolphin I mixed together some colors and painted it to do a dolphin jumping out of the water. I'm going to go ahead and flash cure just so that doesn't move or go anywhere. Then I use the polish that I use for the water on the bottom half of the dolphin, just to make it look like it was in the water coming out. And another flash cure. I am going to say, I don't know what's going on with me lately. I wasn't very impressed with these nails when I was done. Kind of the same with the last ones I did. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just me or what have you. I am just not happy with the nails I'm doing lately. So on the index finger, we are going to place some shells and some starfish, some pearls, some other seashells, and yes, we're going to fast forward through it a bit. On this nail, I'm going to do a larger charm. It's a starfish with a rhinestone attached to it. Beautiful charm it is. So I go ahead with the thick rhinestone glue, add the top coat, Then fumble around with the charm before I can pick it up. And there we go. We'll do a flash here. Make sure that doesn't go anywhere. So we have one nail left before the final touches. So this nail I wanted to do like it was a beach of rocks as opposed to a sandy beach with a couple of shells on it. And again, I did the rhinestone glue and then the top coat. And while I was doing this, I went ahead and put the rocks on. However, I shouldn't have put so many. You'll see when we get to the end of doing this nail. I do fast forward through some of this. Shells on, some pearls. I think we put pearls on it. So here we're just going to do some final touches. I'm going to add some rocks to this middle finger. On the beach. Make it look like it's kind of a rocky beach. Then we flash cure. Since I'm very accident prone, I like to do a lot of flash curing, as you can see. And we're going to put some bling on the thumb. You can't not add bling to the set. Gotta add some. So I decided to add some blue long pearl stones, as you can see here. And they're more of a cat eye stone. Actually, not a pearl, but a cat eye stone. I added 2 of those for the water. And then I added a couple of stones in the middle of those. And the stones I added in the middle are light blue. Here I'm just checking it out, see how it looks. Thinking I've done better. However, I'll flash cure it anyway. Then I move back to the middle finger. This is where I decided to put some, I guess you would call it bubbles. Put some bubbles on it. And another flash cure. Once this is all done, I'll cure fully in my big lamp. And check out my other videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!